This as the UK government announces today that all passengers entering the UK will now have to prove that they don't have COVID-19. This comes into effect next week. Why the delay between the announcement and when this will take effect?
This country already has some stringent requirements, particularly with regards to the 10-day quarantine period. What we're looking to do here is to lay another layer of protection, because we're seeing those rising rates, which are a concern, both domestically and internationally, particularly with regards to the new variant that we've seen in South Africa. And that's why we're taking this extra step today of requiring people to have that COVID test within 72 hours before they travel to the UK. This is something we're doing at pace. It's something that has some operational complexity. We're working hard to make sure we can bring that into action as soon as possible. We're acting swiftly, and we'll bring that into action next week as soon as we can.
Now, Mr. Courts, you mentioned there, of course, that this is another layer that proving that you no longer have COVID-19, or you don't have COVID-19 pre-testing, that goes along with quarantine for some passengers from some countries. The aviation industry really doesn't like the fact that there is this extra level of restriction for passengers. They'd really like to see us move to just pre-flight testing. Can you see the policy evolving to something along those lines?
So we're very keen to evolve the policy, of course. I mean, I'd be absolutely clear. I understand that this is an extra burden for the aviation industry, and we all want to open up travel. But we do have to do so in a safe way and in a way that protects public health. So you can see the way this policy has already evolved so far. So we were leading in the world in introducing travel corridors. We then evolved that policy to introduce the islands policy. Only recently, just before Christmas, we introduced test to release, which has been very successful, bringing down people's isolation period potentially from 10 days down to as little as 5. This is a further evolution of the policy. It, of course, means that we will take that extra step to ensure that the people don't bring the virus or the variants of the virus into the country. But as time evolves, as the virus evolves, as technology evolves, we will, of course, be looking to see what else we can do that will help us to get people traveling again, but in a safe way that protects public health.